Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sales and Trails. My name's Nick. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure today. Another sales video. This is going to be the last one of the financial year for 25-26. So I hope you enjoy. So before I get into the sales for this week, I should say this is going to be a mixture of sales with the end of year, the end of month of March, to see where we were, how we're going to progress, and what we're going to do next year, our targets, and what we're going to do really, how we're going to do our systems, how we're going to change things up, how we're going to be able to try and get out into the field a bit more, try and get some more videos with the glasses on, just for a little bit of shorts, a little bit of TikTok in regards to that as well. But we'll start off with the eBay sales. So we just got the one loan sale to begin with on eBay to start off. I've put some feelers out, I've put some sort of sales on, I put a sale on for 10% and also added an extra 5% for some items just to get them shifted. End of year, get them out the way, fresh start, get back out in the field, get back out in the shops, find some more items, find some more bargains so I can show you guys how to make extra money online. At the same time then, we're also going to whittle our way down, find items which you're not going to be able to sell, either do a car boot or we'll just release them back into the field, into the charity shops. But the first item of this week is going to be an item which I sold quite a bit of in Christmas. Weirdly enough, I've got a, not a T-Rex, it's a Scorpius Rex or something along those lines, Jurassic World. Picked this one up in a local charity shop for about £3, I think it was £2.95 or something like that. You can usually tell it's a Jurassic Park, sorry, I couldn't think of it then, by the feet. So you got the sign of the Jurassic Park there, and then this is like the slash and whatever. So when I can't really remember too much of it. It does got one or two marks, has got one or two marks on there, but it works. Batteries and that, no problem with that. So all the insides and all that are great as well. The appendages, I should say, or the arms and legs are completely fine on it as well. Bought that, £2.95, sold it for, I think it was like £13 or somewhere around that area. You'll see on the screen now. But a couple of quick profit for me. Quite easy to ship, quite easy just to wrap up, check in a box, gone. On to the next items. Hopefully we get some more. Right, so we got two sales of eBay. It's been quite quiet again this week. Vinted has just dropped right off the edge. I don't know what's going on with that one, but I've had a couple of queries and a couple of inquiries into some items. One item has been unfortunately delivered and not been picked up, so it's been shipped back. I'll speak about that at the end of the video. One of my pet peeves, alongside a couple of other ones that have come up. But first item for eBay is this lighter here. Now this is one of the last lighters I've got in my collection. Hopefully going to pick up a load more in the car boots. I didn't see any on the last one I went out to, but hopefully that's going to be early days. Same with caps, actually. I'm running out of caps. I've got a couple still left. I'm hoping to pick up some more there. But this one here is a sunflower made in China. Turn of the century, I'd say. Not turn of the century, mid-century, I'd say. So 1950s, 60s, around that sort of area. Later, the mechanism works. It does need a service. It needs flint, gas, a general good clean. Bit of WD-40, I'd imagine, as well on that. And a new wick, I'd say, as well. But yeah, picked this up, £2 like all the rest of them. Sold it for $10.26. I can't remember how much of a deal I had on, like 10 or 15% on that one there. As you can tell, it's got a nice depiction of a sort of Chinese sort of mountainside or Japanese or Asian-esque mountainside with a bonsai on the front, but there. But yeah, lovely little pickup. A couple of quid profit in it for me. Hopefully the person gets it working. I did mention all the items it does need. Obviously, I don't service things myself. I'd rather let someone else do it. But that's the first item there. The next item, very quick sale. Bought it for £2 in a local jumbo sale. Damaged, of course, but unopened. And it is a Lego Harry Potter 76434 Aragog in the Forbidden Forest. So, as you can see, the box is not great. That's fine. I could have paid whatever I wanted. They said, you know, just give me a figure. And I said, you know, I'll give you £2 for it because his box damaged. I thought I could make like £5-10 on it. And yeah, it did sell on eBay for £10. I mentioned that this one would be perfect, an ideal candidate for just opening and enjoying. I know a lot of people out there do like collecting Lego. So as the box is quite damaged, perfect for someone just to have a bit of fun with. But those are the two sales today. Hopefully we'll get some more. I got some, like I said, there's inquiries in some items on Vinted. Hopefully we'll get some more sales there, get a ball rolling ready for next year, the financial year. Hopefully we're going to sit down, sort out our targets and hopefully achieve them by the end of the financial year for 2027. So we got one final sale for the year, 2025-2026. It's been a cracking year, to be fair, especially a good starting year. We had some great profit. I'm going to go over the figures anyway. I think I actually missed February's figures, so I'll do February's and March's with the final tally, and then we can see what our targets are for next year. And I'll do that pet peeve which I had. The item has been returned. It looks like it just wasn't even touched. It didn't even bother going to the post office. However, the last item of the year, and we sold a couple of these, is another one of the iPod Shuffle. So I had, I think it was 9 or 10 of them in total, and I'm down to, this would be 5 left after this one. So picked these up, I think it was about £4-ish, around that sort of mark. 47.50 sold. So varying in price. I've done them for £55, I've done them for £65, and this one was 47.50 because I got to get them shifted, to be honest. I might keep one in the background for myself and see if it just goes up in value, but I'm going to let the rest of them go pretty cheap. But it's a Gen 1, as we know. This is a 512 megabyte shuffle. I can't remember exactly how many songs that was again. Oh yeah, here we go, 120 songs in total. So not a lot, just really a bit of retro for someone, I think. You know, people look back at these as what, 2004 sort of era, around there. Still sealed, brand new, happy days. Sold that, 35 quid profit after fees and everything like that as well, plus the postage on top. But yeah, it's a great last sale. Glad to see some of these go in and, you know, make an extra couple of quid ready for the car boots. I'm hopefully planning to get out in there ASAP. The weather's been a bit up and down, so we'll see. But that's the last one of these. We'll go on to the figures for the year.
Right, so obviously the sales have been finished now, so we're going to go to the pet peeve, and then we're going to go to the final finances of the year then as well. But as you recall in the video, I mentioned this, the Under Armour t-shirt. Now, for me, I don't have a problem normally when it comes to returns. It happens, you know. But when people do order an item and then they just don't decide to pick it up, they just can't be asked. It is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. It takes time, there's the packaging involved, there's the fuel to actually deliver the items as well as the re-uploading time. It can be a nightmare. Obviously, I understand people have problems and issues and everything like that, but this one's definitely going to be added to my pains list. And I do have a video on that, reseller pains. Probably put a link in the description for you for that one as well. But just one of those things that's a little bit annoying, really. Have you had any of that problems, guys? Let me know.
Right, let's do March's final roundup, and then we'll do the end of year total gross net profit, everything like that, including like the costs and whatnot. But March, pretty good month. Second best, actually, come to think of it, apart from October. And we did an overall profit of £525.93. Pretty good, if you ask me, that is. That's looking around the £6,000 mark if we did that every single month, which would be really nice. We'll start off with Vinted. Vinted did £149.95. Not as good as we've been doing the past few months. I did have some issues and they went really quiet as well. But eBay sort of picked up the slack when it comes to that, and it did £507.89. Best month we had since October, like I said. You know, October was really good. And obviously March, I didn't think it was going to be that great, but it picked up. Our overall costs were £131.91, which gives us that overall target, then our overall profit, I should say, of £525.93. Like I said, not going to complain. That's fantastic for a part-time sort of hobby of mine. And just to wrap the year off, 2025-2026 financial year, we'll just do the overall gross profit, costs, and then the net profit at the end. Obviously, there's going to be extra factors in like tax and some other bits and bobs when it comes to like usage of the car and everything, wear and tear and everything like that as well. But we'll just go do the basics, because if I do that, it's going to take a little while anyway with the accountant. So I might just go down the line and give you an overall figure, or even do a little episode or a little short on itself when it comes to taking off the tax and everything as well. But we had a total gross profit of £4,579.14. Sounds really good, yeah? But you've got to factor in the total costs, which was £1,142.30. Kind of stings, but that's the cost of the items which I sold, buying in the stock itself. So that's not obviously including like the postages and whatnot. We'll have the net profit then. That's the profit that actually went into my bank account, and that was £3,436.84. And like I said, for a sort of very slim part-time weekend sort of thing, bit of fun, enjoy myself as a hobby, I ain't gonna complain with that. And I've said that 100 times over the course of this year. So yeah, would I say reselling is a good little side project, little side hustle? I'd say so myself.
So the March figures were pretty solid, and the end of year was pretty good as well. The only thing you have to factor in now is tax. So I'm probably going to gauge roughly around about £300-400 in tax in total. Got a couple of things I need to tweak before getting everything sent to the accountant, and hopefully we'll have a decent profit at the end. Obviously we paid for holidays and another one coming up in May as well. But we should see now what we're going to be doing for the next financial year and for the channel itself. So what I'll probably do is say, first of all, Trails videos, same as always. I'm going to try and get one out a week at least. I'm going to try and get 3 videos out in total, but one of them will be a short, and that will be sort of the picking up sort of like items, and I'm going to wear the glasses a lot more. Either it's going to be to a charity shop, a car boot, a jumbo sale, you name it. I'll probably just try and find as many items as I can and video them for you with the Ray-Bans on. With that being said, it's probably going to still be the same, so maybe a Tuesday, Thursday, instead of a Wednesday for the Trails videos, Tuesday maybe for the shorts from the weekend when I pick up some items. I do normally pick up items through the week as well after work. We'll play it by ear on this one, but Saturdays/Sundays will still be the sales videos. Right, so we got the sales figures for last year, of course. I got new sales targets for this year and channel targets as well. So when it comes to the channel, I'm obviously going to want it to grow. I don't need to exponentially grow. I just want it to be able to be consistent. So our last target was 100 subs, which we did smash. We're up to about 150 roughly around now. So that's fantastic in itself. I was looking for around about the 250 to 500 in that area for this year. Might get it, might not. We'll see what happens really. But when it comes to the sales targets, last year was £30 to £50 a week on average. This year I'm going to do the 50 to 100. Try to push our upper end of like sort of 70, 80, 90 to £100 around there. Target between £3,500 to £5,000. Obviously we did achieve that target already, but it's all about growth really. As long as I can see a consistent gradual growth, I've got no problem at all. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed these sales videos over the course of the last year. I'm going to try and improve them as I go along, of course. Try and get some more bigger items, some better items. Try and get a really good kitty. Also, I'm going to be doing a sort of a sign up on the top of how much we have in the kitty as well. Try and keep that so you can keep up to date with that as well. But thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you can leave a like, a sub, let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know where I can improve on the video as well, and what item you thought sold really well. And I'll see you in the next video.